Okay, and for those of you who would like a slightly more advanced tutorial and some of the fun things you can do with Google Drive to customize the way your documents and your folders look, I wanted to take just another moment to do that. One thing I wanted to let you know that is really great about Google Drive is that it's easily accessible from My ASU. If you simply click the My Drive icon on the left-hand side, it will bring you into the drive, and if you've added the WPC 101 resources folder, it will show up right there. You'll click through, but then you can navigate from the sidebar. So one of the things that you can look at first is this little area over here on the top right, and these give you a couple different views without actually changing any of the content itself. So sort will allow you to sort maybe by the title. That's generally what I use, and if you'll ever notice, I have these little symbols before certain folders if I like to keep them at the top. That's one way to sort, but you could also sort by last opened by you or last modified. I'm going to leave it by title right now. You can also switch between a list view and a grid view. Currently we're in grid, but if I click list, it gives you a sense of all the different ones in that alphabetical order a little easier, just like you can do on your desktop. The last gear is for different kinds of settings. So if you open it up, one has to do with the display. So right now it's in cozy, but if I really wanted to see more folders, I could click compact, and it shrinks things a little bit. And you really notice this when you're in the list view. So let me go from compact all the way up to comfortable, which is the largest. And you'll see it puts a lot more white space in between. So you can select what's most comfortable for you to view. There are also some other settings and things down through here. I don't think you'll actually need to do those unless you start to use Google Drive on a regular basis for other things, but you may want to change this view. Another thing that you may notice is here, a couple of my folders are different colors, which I think actually helps me see certain folders better. And all you'd need to do is to right-click on that folder and then scroll down to change color, and then you get a full little range of things there. So let's say that I knew I was using this facilitator documents a lot and I really wanted to make sure that I could see it and go there first. I might use green to represent go. And so it's going to show up here within the larger folder, and if I want to open up this little arrow to see all of the folders that are in sort of nested under the main folder, it's also going to carry that color across, so you can see that right there. If I click into it, I have other folders, so if I wanted to turn the training PowerPoints maybe to a different shade of green, I could do that as well. Again, however you customize the colors on your side, they don't transfer to anybody else's. So I've got my color coding system, and you can have your color coding system and however it works for you. So don't worry about changing the color and messing it up on my end. Another thing that you can do that I find helpful is to star certain items. So if I know, if I want to remember an item, but I don't necessarily want to download all the folders right away, say, I found a really great infographic in this professional dress folder, this one for, say, Dress for Success infographic. I can click the little star and it'll star it for me. And then if I ever log back in just to the general Google Drive, let me close this for you. You'll notice that there's an option to view just the starred files. And so what that does is anything that you've starred will show up here. So that infographic that we just started is there, but it's also still maintained and still nested in that larger folder. So again, another way for you to organize and only pull out the information that's most relevant. You can easily turn the star off and it goes away. So you don't have to worry about moving anything. You can just color code and star to best utilize all those resources that are in there and make it easier for you to find them.